Malaya.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going good.
Good. Are you ready for some trivia?
I'm so ready, and don't worry, I didn't cheat.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, for
well, we'll
sure.
see. I mean, I know how smart you are, so it would be
Oh, thank you.
logical that you will get almost anything I ask you, but here we go. Let's try it.
Okay,
Okay, so
let's.
I've got pop songs from 2019. Okay, that's
Okay,
the first category. I didn't
okay.
know it, half
I'll
of
try
these,
my
but that's
best.
because I'm old. So, okay,
Okay.
here we go. I'll give you the artist and you tell me the song. Okay, starting at number 11, Shawn
Okay.
Mendes and Taylor Swift. Do you remember what song they had?
Oh, they do Lover?
Yeah, Lover Remix it's got here, but
Okay.
okay, Sam Smith, number 10.
Ooh, uh,
It's
2019?
something I've seen your dad do every time when we were, in high school. We'd watch the highlights on sports, and then he would do this. That word is in it on the chair. Sleep. Okay, it's how do you sleep?
Oh,
Uh,
how do you say? Oh, of course, of course.
Billie Eilish, number 9.
Um, is it bad guy?
Bury a friend. I,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
I don't
know.
know. Okay, uh, Liar. Do you know that song, number 8?
Oh, is that uh
The last name is Cabello.
oh, Camila.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Um, number 7 is Hazley Juice World. That's the artist.
Oh, I don't know.
Without Me. No.
I
Okay,
haven't heard it.
next. Number 6 is. Do you know the song Don't Ya? Me neither. Okay, let's go to 5. Jonas Brothers.
Oh, Sucker?
Yep, nice. Okay,
Yes, I got one.
Daniela Tulashova, number 4.
Oh, I got no clue.
Not your papa, but your mama.
Mama?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, Sam Smith and Normani, number 3.
Uh
Yeah, Dancing with a Stranger.
Dancing with a Stranger, yeah.
Okay, so you do
Okay.
know that song. Okay,
Yeah, I
number
do know.
2, Shawn Mendes with Camila Cabello.
Oh, Senorita.
Yeah, okay, and any guess what the number 1 song is?
Right. When? 2019?
Yeah,
Or now?
so that was number 2 is Senorita. Number 1 by Shawn Mendes. The biggest song
Uh
of the year. I don't even know it, but
oh. Is it If I Can't Have You?
yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
really? Yeah, let's
Impressive. So you don't
go.
have a screen open there, right? There's not a screen
No,
open.
no,
Okay,
I
good. Okay, good.
promise.
Okay, good. Sports. Because you're a
Oh boy.
sports, right? That's one of
Good
your
thing.
areas. 2019, who won the NBA championship?
Raptors.
Yeah.
Got that
NHL.
one.
First time they ever won, and they beat the Boston Bruins.
Was it the Blues?
Yeah, 2 for
Oh
2,
yes.
Malaya.
Oh.
Well done. Do you watch golf at all?
I used to, but
Okay.
not for a long time.
Okay, so let's try PGA
Okay.
Masters. So it's kind of a big deal this year in
Yeah,
2019.
yeah. Is it a popular person or is it
Like
like
probably the most popular who
oh, was
suddenly
it
won again.
Tiger Woods?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
NFL?
Was it oh, I know the 49ers were in the final because
Yeah.
my dad's a big 49ers fan, but they lost to ooh, who did they lose to? Uh who I don't remember who they lost to.
But that's impressive that you had all that. So Kansas City Chiefs, they
Oh,
won.
of course, of course.
First time since 1970. Wait, do you watch tennis? You play tennis? Watch tennis?
Oh, I know the Canadian girl won last year, but I
Is
don't know.
is that Simona something? My spell
I
check correct the last name. I don't know what her name is now, so it's not
okay.
what it's written.
I don't know.
And do you know the guy who won by any chance? Nah, I didn't
No.
either. Novak Djokovic. I know the name, but
Oh,
okay.
Djokovic. Oh, yeah. My grandparents would know him. I think he's good.
Do you watch movies much?
Sometimes.
Okay, let's see. Top 10 movies of 2019.
Okay, I'll try my
Just
best.
so I don't know how to ask you this other than
Okay.
just throw out
Oh,
some of the
I
movies you
gotta guess
remember.
some.
I guess, yeah, because I don't know how else to do
No.
it.
Oh boy. Okay. I don't even know what movies came out last year.
Yeah, that's okay. So one, you know that it's an Avengers movie. It was the number two movie.
Oh,
Do you remember
oh,
which one?
was it the there was one that came out. It was the last one, right?
Yeah,
It's not Infinity War, but Endgame?
yeah, yeah. Nice.
There,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, so there was one in like number three was I think it won the Oscar for Best Picture or something, but took
Okay.
place in
Oh,
Asia,
oh,
kind of like an indie type. Well, it's not an indie movie, but kind of like that. But Parasite, have you heard of that one?
no,
Okay,
I haven't.
so that was number three. Number one was Joker. That's pretty well known.
Okay. I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things about it.
Okay, the fourth installment of the one with you know, the kids stuffies and everything that come to life.
Oh, Toy Story?
Yeah, yeah. Toy Story
There's
4
Toy
was
Story
in
4?
there. Yeah. Spider-Man, Cold War, John Wick 3. I hope you don't watch that stuff. No, no. How to Train Your Dragon and
Okay.
a Breaking Bad movie. Do you remember what that one's called?
Oh, no, I don't
El
think I would have
Camino.
guessed any of those.
Okay, okay. Now this is one I think you could only ask an MEI kid. So
Okay.
the
Okay.
titles are a little, the last category. Titles are a little different than the pop songs. The titles of the songs, top worship songs.
Oh, great.
I don't know. What are some of your favorite worship songs from grade 11, 12 kind of thing?
Oh, what about like Raise a Hallelujah, Bethel music?
Yeah, that's number three. Okay.
Um, what about uh
Sorry, you were glitching there.
sorry, yeah, who you say I am? Is that one?
Yeah, that's one of them. Glorious Day. I knew. Do you know? Yeah, you know Glorious Day.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
will
know. Sorry,
stand. Yeah,
it keeps loading.
glitching. Yeah,
Um,
okay. Uh, take one
one
more guess. Yeah.
one more guess. Okay, wait, let me think. Um, I don't know, probably lots of them would be like Hillsong songs. What other ones do we sing in chapel? I'm just trying to think. What Good Grace? Is Good Grace one of the top ones?
It wasn't in the top 10, but Goodness
Okay.
of God was. So Build My Life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
much the same.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about you. Like, what schools have you attended? Like
I've
through
gone
from
to MEI
kindergarten.
since kindergarten. Um, but I actually, for preschool, I went to public school. I went to Tenbrook Elementary, which is right down the road from my house. And then I guess I was also homeschooled in grade 7 when we
Okay.
lived in Ethiopia. So, yeah.
Okay. What subjects are like your favorites in school?
Definitely sciences and math. Um, I'm not I'm not a huge English social studies person. Definitely prefer my sciences and maths.
Okay. Why is that? Like, why would you say?
I don't know. I really I like black and white answers. I don't like having to like contemplate out what I think, write down how explain how I feel, like all that kind of stuff. I'd rather just like this is how you get the answer, do that,
Uh,
you know?
so if you had a blog, it would be actually the type of blog I would read because it's probably short to the point and here's the as opposed to
Yeah, yeah,
rambling.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
exactly.
Um, what are some extracurricular school involvements and then some of the experiences you've had because of that?
Okay, I guess I've been in leadership. Through that, I've helped run some of the events like the Christmas banquet, summer showcase, and then I also got to MC the fundraiser.
Right.
That
Yeah.
was awesome. Got to give you some good gifts there,
Yeah.
and
I still, yeah, one was a comb, I think, right? So,
yeah,
yeah.
that was a great experience. What else? Volleyball. I've played volleyball at MEI since grade 5, I think. A cool experience I had this year was I was able to coach the grade 8 girls team with
Oh,
Abby, my
nice.
friend. So I saw some of them were joining, so I don't know if they're here, but shout out to them if they're still here. That
Yeah.
was awesome. That was an awesome opportunity I had through volleyball. And then also I'm on the student voice group
Right.
where we just kind of had like meetings and discussed how we would like I don't know help with the school and like give you guys suggestions and stuff.
Right.
So I guess that was cool as well. But
You've been there trying to help us find the feet for that, really, right? Which is why
yeah,
it's tough to kind of even say what it is, but
yeah.
yeah, but you're an important part of that for sure. What's tell us about your family. Like who all's at home
Okay,
there?
so I have two brothers and my parents. We all live here. My brothers are younger than me. We're all 2 years apart. So grade 10, grade 8, Sam and Ben. We have our favorite things to do together are probably like play sports and travel together. We've traveled lots of
Hmm.
places around the world, which is super cool. And we also, I don't know, we play volleyball together. My dad was big into sports with you in high school.
Yeah.
And my brothers are both good at sports too, and we all
Yeah.
play.
Well, your family, it's interesting, like your grandparents on both sides, like your mom's parents, your mom was our English teacher. Your
Yeah,
grandma
yeah,
was our
yeah, yeah.
English teacher, and they're amazing people, right? Dr. Tweedle and
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Tweedle. Uh, but the Brandsmas, I mean, there's many of us that, man, they had a huge influence on our lives because we spent so much time there,
Oh,
right? And your mom and dad like just totally took care of us in so many different ways, you know. And we'd all be staying overnight at each other's houses and stuff, but like they're amazing people. So you come from
oh,
quite a line there.
oh, thank
What
you.
are what are some of those experiences? Can you tell us about some of the traveling with your
Oh,
family?
yeah, sure. Well, I guess one cool thing we did, kind of not ordinary, is we hiked to Everest Base Camp. So we did that when I was in grade 9. So I was in grade 9, Sam was in grade 7, and Ben was in grade 5. So he was really little. I
Wow.
remember like the last day when we were trekking up to base camp, our guide there, he had to like pretty much drag Ben up because oh, you're so tired. But that was a pretty crazy experience. We also lived in Ethiopia. That's also pretty abnormal.
What was
Um,
that about? I've heard tidbits, but like what's
yeah.
oh,
We
Taylor Kite is throwing out a hi
Oh,
Malaya
hi
just in case you
Taylor.
yeah. Okay.
um,
Like why
we
would you go there as a family for a year? And what was the
okay.
reason?
So my mom, she grew up. She lived in Malaysia for a couple of years, and like I guess that had a really good influence on her, and so she wanted to do that with her kids always
Hmm.
when she was raising them. So uh, I guess I was in grade 7, and so she wanted to do it before we got too old. And so I got involved with this like pen pal program through this organization called Hope for Cora, which was based out of Ethiopia. And so I was writing back and forth to this girl. We were sending pictures back and forth. And one time, like the change between what she looked like 3 months and then 3 months later was like so drastic, and she just looked like so sad. And my parents were like, "Oh my, like I wonder what's up with her," and all that kind of stuff. So then they were already looking into places to move, but they called over the leader of the organization, who is from Abbotsford, and she talked to us, and my dad went on a trip there. I think both my parents did. Yeah, they both went on a trip there just to see how it was, see if there was any places we could live. And there was. And so then we went there. We moved there for a year.
And what did you guys do there? Like you went to school, I'm guessing?
My parents homeschooled us. So I mean,
Okay.
we we homeschooled for 3 hours a day for most of the year. Towards the end, we really didn't have much in the way of school. We kind of would just like my mom was really involved with a clinic there, and my dad was
Okay.
very involved with setting up the program.
Hmm.
So both of them were trying to develop this very small program. So we were just hanging around the kids a lot, sometimes around home.
That's
Uh,
cool.
yeah,
What a neat like to plug into the middle of your schooling, right? And
yeah,
family life.
it's
And
yeah.
so what
So
are you thinking about doing after high school?
well,
Do you
next
know what you want to be when you grow up is the question.
yeah, I do. Actually, this is completely related to Ethiopia too, so
Okay.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
I would love to go into medicine one day. I guess this is also a kind of unique opportunity I had in Ethiopia. Last time I was there, so I guess in July, I had the opportunity to go to pediatric orthopedic surgery hospital run. So it's like kids' bones. So
Mm,
I got
thank
to
you.
watch
Thank you for
surgeries there.
simplifying that.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah.
I got to watch surgeries there, and that was really, really cool. So I had already been kind of like looking into medicine, but that made me really find it interesting. So then that's what I want to do in the long run. But in the short
Mm.
run, I'm going to UBC next year into a program called Science One, which is like, I don't know, all the sciences and maths together, integrated science math program.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then so from that you could head towards it's pre-med kind of thing, right? You could
Yeah. So
choose to
from
do that.
Yeah, it's only a first year program, so basically I can go into it and I can see what sciences I like because you can go into med with anything as long as you do your MCAT well, I think. So it will give me prereqs to all my sciences and math. So
So cool.
mm-hmm.
So let's talk COVID just a bit here. Like
Talk COVID. Okay.
your grad class, like this has been quite the year. So if we were to walk through the timeline, like March 17th was when spring break had started, and I think it was that Tuesday the government announced
Mm-hmm.
some major change, right? So
Yeah.
what's what is let's just see if we could both come up with some of the things that have been canceled for your class, like or
Yeah.
like where does it
Long
start?
list of things.
It's horrible, hey? But let's just see if we can name some. So missions,
Yeah.
yeah, for some of your peers. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you were on those teams.
No.
Um, your
Brazil.
Brazil, your music trip.
Yep. Uh,
Um,
well, I guess like all grad activities that were
yeah,
like everyone together.
yeah. So
So
that,
we're still, yeah, they're still like, they're trying to mesh them or like
yeah,
make them so we can still have them, but like
yeah.
nothing is
Parents
on.
are doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but your actual ceremony is different now. If
Mm-hmm.
there's any kind of, celebrations, it's different now. So
Yeah.
what's like, how are you processing this? Like, I'm really curious. Like, as
Yeah.
you're a great representative for your class. So
Thank you.
how's it going? Like, what would you say to
Um,
that?
I'd say there's some good days, there's some not so good days.
Hmm.
Some days I feel like I have some motivation, I want to get stuff done, I want to finish well. Um, and but other days I really honestly I don't have it. Like
Hmm.
usually I'm a pretty motivated person, so this wouldn't be normal for me to feel like completely unmotivated, but I do feel completely unmotivated sometimes. And but I'm it is what it is.
Yeah.
I
Is
had
there is there learning in the middle of this, like for you and for grads? For sure for
yeah,
leadership. My goodness, this is crazy, right? But
yeah,
is there anything you could point to in that kind of a way? Like,
yeah, totally. I think one of the biggest things I guess we can learn from this is kind of adaptability, I guess. Like I don't know, it's a good thing to learn to adapt to situations as they come your way, because you can like plan on things. And I don't know, I had all these plans for grad, for after grad, but now I'm having to adapt to a new reality. And that's hard, but it's also a life skill that is very worth learning. So,
that
yeah.
no one chose to have to learn right now, right?
No,
But
but I mean,
yeah,
there's positive in it.
yeah. Well, that's great. Has your day to day changed a lot in the last couple of months?
Yeah, definitely. We still have school, but I don't have like conferences for every block. So sometimes I just have spares, and so that's nice. Also, after school, I guess is a bit different, especially at the beginning of COVID when there was so much unknown and there were so many more rules in place.
Hmm.
I was much more on house arrest then. Um, but yeah, I spend a lot more time around home with my family, with my brothers. We actually just got a volleyball net, so sometimes we have a couple friends over, play some volleyball. Don't worry, all social distancing.
Of course, yeah. So here's a good question because let's assume that the grade 11s, let's just assume, because nobody
Okay.
knows, but
Okay.
if they were to have a more of a regular grade 12 year, like
Mm-hmm.
what advice would you give them having gone through what you've gone through?
I would say to really try and make relationships with like everyone in their class, like class unity. I think that we are really missing out on that right now at the end. Like we're supposed to finish together and stuff, but I would really encourage them to reach out to new people, reach out to people besides those in their groups, and just to really pursue being unified as a class, because I think that is a really good way to graduate, a good way to finish high school, and would, I don't know, be very beneficial to them.
Totally. What are some of the barriers though, in your opinion, that can stop that? Because they'll hear that and yeah, it's a great idea. But like, what are those things that can stop that? That I mean, probably I'm assuming seem trivial now. If you guys could go back and have a regular grade 12 year, there's so many things you just don't care about anymore, right? But what are
Yeah.
those barriers that can stop that from happening?
I guess like, I don't know, like popularity and I guess what other people think. I think that's a really big barrier that lots of people kind of like, oh, like what are my friends over there going to think about like if I talk to this person.
Mm.
But I really 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 encourage you, if you're listening to this, to just do it anyways. It's really worth it, and you will feel so much better about yourself. And I don't know, if your friends are being like that, they don't want you to talk to other people, well, that's them, but you talk to them anyways.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
No, that's such good advice. And that step of just taking the step to say hi can just sometimes start a friendship that you
Totally,
didn't
totally.
know. And you seriously, your class, there's a chance I say this every year, like, because I've seen a lot of grad classes
Mm-hmm.
as an educator, but it's special. Like there's something special about the vibe there.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
do you think that, or is that
I really do. Like, I mean, I haven't been a part of another class, but
right?
like my class, I think we've really gone through a lot together.
Hmm.
Um, Especially hard things. We've really gone through a lot of hard things together. And I think it's been hard, but it's also brought us much closer and helped us create bonds that I don't think we would have otherwise. So I think we do have a unique grad class, yeah.
Hmm. And you can feel it. There's a leader,
Mm-hmm.
like again, you representing that class, like in my opinion, the perfect person to do that, Malaya. I'm so
Thank you.
proud of you,
Thank you so
and
much.
that you're the valedictorian because I see you in the halls, and different things, and you represent exactly what you just described. I can't
Uh-huh.
imagine someone that you're not nice to, right?
Oh,
And yet you're a top academic, athletic kid, and all these things.
oh, thank
Tell
you.
me this, like if in 10 years your class, I mean, there may be another virus that hits then, right? But you'll have a reunion. So let's assume you get to have the reunion. Like I remember coming back for the 10th reunion, you see people and like, what are your hopes for your class? If you were to say, I hope that my peers this, what would you say?
Hmm. I think I would say, I don't know, I hope they learned from what we've all gone through together. So I think we've gone through a lot of tough things together, this whole COVID thing, but I hope they don't let this get them down. And I hope that they come out even stronger, and that they pursue their goals. They work really hard. This gives them, like, I don't know. Another thing COVID does is it shows you that you can't count on tomorrow. So I hope
Mm,
they take more experiences because of that. And yeah, just learn from what we've gone through together as a class and bring it into
nice.
the rest of their lives.
Tell me just one, and this I'm off script a little bit, right? So,
All good.
but you've gone through Bible classes K through 12 minus grade
Yeah.
7 and one other year or something.
Yeah.
And
You're glitching. I can.
hello, hello, testing. Can you see me?
Okay, I hear you. Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. So having gone through, the Christian part of what MEI is, which is
Mm-hmm.
hopefully the foundation, like what's that experience been like for you?
I think it's been a very good experience. I know it's so different at public schools. I mean, I've never gone to one myself, but from what I've heard, um, MEI is a really unique environment in that way. Going through Christian education, having a group of Christian leaders around me in both the staff administration and also in the students, I think that's been a really unique experience for all of us at MEI. And I think, I don't know, I've really enjoyed going through Bible classes. I've gotten a lot out of my Bible classes and having devotions in the morning, chapels. I think it's my spiritual journey, I know, would not be where it is today if I hadn't been at MEI.
Do you feel like you've been prepped? I mean, you're heading to UBC, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a lots of my friends went to UBC. I grad at SFU, but you know, it's going to be a different thing. Do you feel like you're prepped for that, whatever that means? I mean, not that you know what it's going to be exactly, but how do you feel about that in terms of spiritually?
I would say, I think so. I mean, there's no way I can be 100% sure, but I feel like I am strong in my faith and that I'm ready to, I don't know, take on the world, I guess.
I believe you.
I still think like I'll need to work to find a Christian community there because I don't think I'd do very good just by myself. But I think that I feel ready, and I think MEI has done a great job of preparing me.
Okay, so last question.
Yes.
What advice would you have for me, for the staff, you know, for MEI to continue to be or even better than what you experienced? What kind of advice would you give us?
So in the short term, like with the COVID stuff, I would encourage you to just keep encouraging the students. I know I'm not the only one that feels very unmotivated sometimes. So I would encourage all the staff to keep checking up on the grad students, especially, and all the others, just to see how they are. I encourage them. This will end. We can all make it. And any advice for you guys in the long term? I don't know. Keep it up. You guys have been doing a great job with us. Just keep sharing your faith, sharing your journey with us, and yeah, keep it up.
That's awesome. Awesome. Thanks so much, Malaya.
Thank you for having me.
This is so fun. And again, I'll say, so proud of you.
Thank you.
Thrilled that you're our valedictorian. Can't wait for your speech. That's still going to happen.
Yes,
right?
It is.
And wish you just God's richest blessings as you head into this month, but also into the coming year. I can't wait to see where you end up. Any chance you would consider teaching?
I possibly, although I think I would be a very, very bad teacher. So
why do you think that? I don't
know. I like sometimes like in classes my friends will just be like, Malaya, can you help me with this assignment? I'll try and help them and explain to them, but they're like, Malaya, you suck. Like just stop. So
yeah, it's always tricky with friends, but I'll just say it for the record because this will go on YouTube forever. I think you'd make a great teacher.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. God bless you. Thanks so much,
Thank you.
Malaya.
You too. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.